I'm David Shabazian, Director of the California Department of Conservation. We're here at the UC Davis Arboretum to talk about the department's new multi-benefit land repurposing program. And while this program is new, land repurposing certainly is not. In fact, it's a cornerstone of California's history. We're here along Puda Creek, and this area and the land around it was home to the Patwin tribe for centuries. The Patwin give us a great example of land management and land repurposing to adapt to their environment. They dealt with the extremes of flood and drought and everything in between, and did so successfully for centuries. When white settlers displaced the Patwin people, they came here and reclaimed the riparian areas along Puda Creek and repurposed those lands into agriculture, mainly grain production and grazing. Later, when investments were made in flood control and irrigation, farmers were able to expand the agricultural industry here by repurposing land again into higher value crops such as fruits, nuts, and vegetables. Now, unfortunately, today we are dealing with drought again, and we're dealing with groundwater overdraft, causing us to have conversations once again about how we're going to repurpose these lands to be resilient into the future. Recognizing that we don't simply want these lands to go fallow, last year, the legislature approved $50 million for the Department of Conservation to establish the Multi-Benefit Land Repurposing Program. This program provides resources to regions to help them plan for and implement alternative land uses that reduce water demand while still producing environmental and economic outcomes that support local communities. I'm here today with two of my colleagues to talk further about this important program for California. Okay, I'm here today with Elizabeth Betancourt. She's our policy advisor for natural and working lands, and with Shanna Atherton, who is an associate environmental planner in the Division of Land Resource Protection, and she is managing this program. Elizabeth, can you give me a quick rundown of the land repurposing program?
Yeah, David, this is such an exciting opportunity for the Department of Conservation and really for the state as a whole to utilize this land repurposing program to galvanize local communities in looking at landscapes from a holistic perspective to ensure that California is looking to the future in a way that we're prepared for climate change, population impacts, and the multitude of challenges that we may not even know are coming yet.
So the Multi-Benefit Land Repurposing Program is a $50 million state program where we are providing grants to regional organizations to really think holistically about how they are going to transition agricultural lands within their region to less water intensive uses.
Can you give me some examples of land repurposing today?
One of the more innovative applications of land repurposing up in the Sacramento Valley is the Delavan, or Sacramento River Wildlife Refuge, that is repurposed agricultural land that was transitioned to wildlife habitat. It complements the rice acres all around and actually is a win-win for both agriculture and for wildlife because it mitigates some of the impacts that agriculture has on the wildlife of the Sacramento Valley, and of course provides some additional habitat for that wildlife, enhancing their experience in the Pacific fly through and allowing for some recreation opportunities for folks in the Sacramento Valley as well.
So why is this program important and relevant to the Department of Conservation?
This program is really important to the department because our department is about conserving the state's natural resources, and that includes our working lands and agriculture. The Public Policy Institute of California recently published a report that stated, as a result of the sustainable groundwater management, that we are likely going to have to take between 500,000 and 1 million acres of agricultural land out of production to meet our groundwater sustainability goals. That is huge, and that could have major impacts for the farmers of our state. It also has huge impacts for communities and their water availability. So we care because we care about our state's farmers and our state's communities and their access to drinking water. We want to see this work done in a really strategic fashion, and so that's what this funding will help do.
So Shanna, with that great context and background, can you tell us what's next for the Multi-Benefit Land Repurposing Program?
Yeah, so we have recently published guidelines for the program and a solicitation for applications. Applications will be due on April 1st. We'll then review those, and we're hoping to make awards by mid-May, with the first projects really getting on the ground, hopefully within a year of entering into grant agreement.
If you'd like to learn more about how the Department of Conservation is working to help regions reshape their future and realize new benefits from their agricultural lands, please visit our website for more information. Thank you.